Single plaits only. All plaits to be thin to medium only. Knotless braids only. Natural hair color only. Cornrows or knotted braids will not be permitted. All extensions must be tied in a ponytail at all times. Hair must be worn no longer than shoulder length. Yo, what? When it comes to black girls, oh, our weave is too long. We should only have knotless braids, or we shouldn't wear any extensions at all. Our natural hair should be out. But then on the other hand, when our natural hair is out, oh, it's too nappy. Put it in a ponytail, make it look neater, braid it up, and then okay, what happens when you braid it up? Oh no, they're too thick. Make them smaller. They look nicer that way. Like shit. Pick a side, bruh. Pick a side. Like we can never win. What up, everybody? I am the Mademoiselle, and this is my channel, and today we are going to be talking about schools that ban natural hair. Now, before we get started, I have a kitten. Her name is Sage, and Sage is crying because I will not let her into my room when I film, because she does the most. She plays with the cords, she jumps on me, she does the most, so she gotta stay out there. Excuse the meowing in the background. See, you heard that? Yep. Sage, can you stop, please? The journey of being a cat mom. Before we get this video started, I have to give a special shout out to my sponsor, ashkickin.com, okay? They have the best home fragrance and health and beauty products. They are made with 100% natural quality ingredients, and they're handcrafted with your family in mind. Not to mention, they have like anything you can think of. Like I'm telling y'all, like everything, okay? From body butters to hair moisturizers, African black soap, scented candles, incense sticks, and much more. And they're priced just right for you. Treat your home and your body with Ash Kickin products. Visit ashkickin.com. That's ASHKICKIN.com. Or you can visit the link in my description box or in the pinned comment down below. And use my coupon code THEMELLE, THEEMLLE, at checkout for 15% off your order today. Make sure you go support ashkickin.com. They are a black-owned business, alright? Boom. This video was inspired by one of my subscribers who sent me a letter specifically from a school that one of her friends goes to about literally the school banning natural hairstyles. Now I was like, you know what? I want to wait till I actually like read it on camera with you guys. And I really want to make this video, especially following my Nikita Dragon video, because there was a lot of ignorant people, okay? I already addressed the ignorant white people in the back, but there was a lot of ignorant black people in the front who had the audacity to say
black girls should just wear their natural hair, and if they wear their natural hair, they should just wear it in a neat way, wear it in a professional way so no one says anything.
Black girls shouldn't be wearing weave anyway. We should just wear our natural hair. Why are you people so ignorant? As you do or do not know, there have been numerous protests, walkouts, issues around children being able to wear their natural hair in school, and in this case we're talking about black children.
A cheerleader at Butler High in Louisville, Kentucky, she proudly wears hers in its natural, tightly curled state. So she was stunned this year when she saw her school's new dress code policy. What offended the Scotts is this line in the new policy, banning dreadlocks, twists, afros longer than 2 inches, and cornrows, which is even misspelled.
It says that I'm unique.
Vanessa Van Dyke's desire to be different has become an issue at her private school. Her look is being called a distraction.
They just say you should change your hair, you should make it straight because it's too puffy.
The student handbook at Faith Christian Academy states hair must be a natural color and must not be a distraction. Vanessa's mom wants to know how the school defines that.
A family of a Christ the King middle school student in Terrytown claims their daughter was sent home from school because of her hairstyle.
Now, as you can see in this video, the child is very upset and distraught, and family members tell us school leaders implemented the policy over the summer. However, they say there was not a notice sent home to inform parents of the new hair policy.
I was standing in the queue for to sign my record of lateness by the teacher, and when I got there, she said immediately, I have a detention. And I asked her why, and she said, your hair is distracting and it's attention grabbing.
In other countries in the United States, like I said, there's been a battle between black people and their hair in the school system for a very long time, okay? There's been kids kicked out of school. There's been kids sent home with many infractions. There's been kids sent to detention, get suspended, or even expelled for wearing their natural hair or natural hairstyles. Now, these natural hairstyles include dreadlocks, braids, kinky twists, Senegalese twists, all those hairstyles that we have come to know and love today. There's been girls sent home for wearing afros, a puff even, you know, because it just doesn't look professional, or, you know, they're blocking the kids from seeing the board. I've heard excuses all across the board. It's just ridiculous. This is the hair that grows out of our scalp. I cannot tell you how many times people have tried to come at me for my hair, telling me that I need a perm, telling me that I need to get it done, or telling me that like I should like do more protective styles. And it's like, I do protective styles, I do the afro, I do it all because at the end of the day, I should be allowed to do with my hair what I want to do with my hair. Anyone should be able to wear their hair the way they want, as long as they are not disrespecting any other culture, disrespecting anyone, and as long as it's not a danger to them or anyone else, okay? Especially in school. I feel like in school, especially these days, a lot of schools have like uniform policies. I feel like being able to wear your hair is like a form of expression, especially for black people. For us, it's a form of expression, it's a form of creativity, and for a lot of us, it's a form of protecting our hair. That's why a lot of these hairstyles are called protective hairstyles. I'm going to read this letter from the school because this school thought it was okay to send this letter out to the parents, okay? Like, this school was dead serious. They were not playing empty games. They were like, no, like, y'all cannot. Dear parent, as you are aware, we have a number of rules tried and tested over a long period of time that aim to ensure that every pupil looks neat, tidy, and presentable. This is already going the wrong way. Just that first line is like, oh, what are you trying to say? Our kids don't look neat, tidy, and presentable? Alright, next line. Fashion constantly changes, but we firmly believe that these are things for outside of school, not inside. Alright. Recently, however, we have had conversations with a couple of pupils about hair extensions, which are currently not allowed in any form, and the issues surrounding this way of wearing one's hair. So, no hair extensions? So that means no weaves, no fall locks, no crochet. Ooh, child. Having taken all of that has been said on board and discussing it at length with teachers, staff, and professional hairdresser. And I guess it's supposed to be an A, because if not, it's supposed to be professional hairdressers. The school has decided on the following course of action. For the remainder of this term, all girls will be allowed to wear extensions subject to following. Single plaits only. All plaits to be thin to medium only. Knotless braids only. Natural hair color only. Cornrows or knotted braids will not be permitted. All extensions must be tied in a ponytail at all times. Hair must be worn no longer than shoulder length. What in the hell? We will be... Yo, what? We will observe what impact this has, and we will continue to have the final say at any time on whether or not an individual's hairstyle is acceptable or not. Well, who died and made you king? What? If at the end of term we are satisfied that the spirit of our rule has not been diluted and the appearance of our girls remains as we would want, then a revision of the rule may be considered. I hope you appreciate our reasoning and thinking. It will help us by implementing a trial change this particular rule sensibly by adhering to the 7 specifications above by Monday, the 23rd of September 2019. Whoever wrote this is garbage. Whoever thought it was okay to release this is garbage. And this school is absolutely out of hand for this. I personally do not understand why people think it is okay to dictate hairstyle. Like, this, it's one thing for dress code, you know? I understand the whole dress code thing because realistically, you know, you don't want no kids coming to school with their ass cheeks out or their titties out, or, you know, any dudes coming out there with no shirt on. You know, you don't want that type of shit, right? That is logical because that's indecent exposure. As far as hair does not hurt anyone. Not only that, these African hairstyles that they're so against has been in our culture forever. For some reason, people make it seem like black people just,
oh, well, I don't like my natural hair, so I'm just gonna put extensions in it and I'm gonna wear it down to my buttocks because that's what I want and it looks nice.
For a lot of black people, I know in London there's a lot of Africans. These hairstyles are literally part of their cultures, part of their tribes, part of their history. So to sit there and be like, oh, they can't wear it to school and try to allude it to the fact that it doesn't look presentable, it doesn't look tidy, it doesn't look, you know, good in a sense, is just fucked up. If you don't understand it, fine. If you don't like it, fine. But to literally like put a ban on natural hairstyles is absolutely ridiculous. Now, what really was funny to me was that they had the nerve to be like knotless braids only. Like, what? So you gonna go in the girl hair and see if it's like a box braid? Like, what is this? And then they would talk about some hair must be worn no longer than shoulder length. There's plenty of black girls out there whose hair is like down here, down to their butt. So since my hair is down to my butt, I can't wear it. I'm very confused. Now, a lot of you guys are probably sitting there like, oh, well,
this probably doesn't even just pertain to black girls.
Let's just read the hairstyles that are allowed, okay? Cornrows or knotted braids will not be permitted. All extensions must be tied in a ponytail at all times. Hair must be worn no longer than shoulder length. This is definitely aimed towards black girls, okay? Like, y'all really just came for us. Like, y'all, that's just wrong in every sense of the word. How any girl or any person wears their hair should not be any type of distraction or any type of problem to the development or the learning environment of any child at any given institution. It really shouldn't. Unless a kid is walking around with like a green spiked mohawk that's like 10 feet tall, I don't understand the fucking problem, okay? And if that was part of the kid's culture, shit, so be it. Like, I don't understand why it's okay for people to diminish black culture, but it's not okay for anyone to diminish anyone else's culture, okay? I don't see anyone saying nothing about anybody else's hairstyles and how they wear it. But when it comes to black girls, oh, our weave is too long, we should only have knotless braids, or we shouldn't wear any extensions at all, our natural hair should be out. But then on the other hand, when our natural hair is out, oh, it's too nappy, put it in a ponytail, make it look neater, braid it up, and then okay, what happens when you braid it up? Oh no, they're too thick. Make them smaller. They look nicer that way. Like, shit. Pick a side, bruh. Pick a side. Like, we can never win. Like I said, there's been numerous stories out there, like, across the world of kids protesting about their hair. And it's become, like, really just sad at this point that kids have to worry about that. When you go to school, you should be worried about getting an education, educating yourself. You should be worried about making friends. You should be worried about your future when you go to school. Not, oh damn, I hope I don't get in trouble for my cornrows today. Damn, I hope my afro doesn't cause a distraction. No, that's not something you should be thinking about as a student. You should be thinking, okay, you know, I'm there to learn, I'm there to have fun, I'm there to have, you know, to make friends. I'm here to think about my future. So the fact that kids are having to protest and make a point and make a statement is just absolutely disgusting to me. Like, you guys are diminishing the whole point of school. Like, this is why the education system has failed us these days, especially in America. Why in the world is it so important that black people change their hair to appease others? White girls wear extensions, other nations of people wear, you know, braided type of hairstyles, but when it's a black person wearing it, it's all of a sudden an issue. This is absolutely wrong. It's not right by any means. And if I were to have a kid that was going through that, I would most likely either send them to another school or raise hell at the next school board meeting, okay? Because that's discriminatory as all hell. Like, do these people not have black people on their board? I need to understand why people think that this is okay. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of people that comment like, oh, well,
it's a rule, it's a regulation. If you go to the school and that's the rule, you have to follow it.
I completely understand that, but at the same time, this pushes the agenda of assimilation, okay? And when these kids get out of school, they might be so damaged to the fact that they won't be able or won't want to wear their natural hair. And then they're gonna face the assholes out there who are gonna be like,
oh, why you always wearing weaves? Black girls always wearing weaves. Why y'all never wear y'all real hair?
Or, you know, the boys are gonna face the stereotypes of
only thugs wear dreadlocks. Only thugs have long hair. Why can't you cut your hair and look like a normal boy?
So like it creates a problem that lasts a lifetime. It's not one of those situations that's gonna be like, oh, okay, well, you can't wear it in school. The thing is, these protective styles, a lot of these protective styles take hours to complete. You think I'm about to put braids in my hair, take it out, and then put it back in when I'm not in school? Like, that just doesn't even make any sense. They act like it's something that you could just plop on and plop off. Granted, these are clip-ins. I could literally plop on and plop off these, you know, extensions, but again, my hair is just as big as this, and I have cornrows underneath. So I don't win either way if I was one of these students going to the school. Like, they think that these are like 2-second hairstyles that are done 30 minutes in the bathroom. They're not. A lot of these hairstyles take hours to complete, and a lot of these are synonymous to our culture. Therefore, you can't be like, oh, well, you know, they're not permitted in school. These are things that should be done outside of school. So I'm supposed to just wear my natural hairstyles during vacations, during the summer, during break. Bitch, you got me fucked up. No, I'm gonna wear my hairstyles whenever I want. I feel super duper bad for the students that are going through this, missing out on school, feeling humiliated because, you know, they're being discriminated because of their hair, because that is just not right. It will never be right. And I honestly think that, yeah, the government needs to do something about this, but that would only be for the United States. I feel like across the world, all nations, all countries need to do something about this. I've even heard of kids not being able to go to school in Africa with natural hairstyles or with their natural hair. This is absolutely ridiculous, and it needs to stop. People need to have a larger outlook on natural hair and black people and their culture as a whole, and not just deem us as, you know, unruly or, you know, unprofessional or whatever the case may be. Because I feel like a lot of this does come from a lack of understanding. I feel like if people understood where these hairstyles came from and why we wear them, then it would be less discrimination. But I mean, only time will tell. If you're going through this, I am so sorry. Please try to look into going to another school. If that's the only school you could go to, I guess try to find a way to fight for it, because at the end of the day, if you don't fight for it, if we don't fight for our own shit, who will? Let me know down in the comment section. Have you ever went through this? Have you seen anybody go through this? And what would you do if your school banned your hair? Would you just comply? Would you say fuck it and take them suspensions? Let me know down below. Like, share, subscribe, do all that, and I'm gonna see y'all next time.